Our June recital is fast approaching, and I wanted to touch base on everything you need to know for that special day. So first, please make sure that your dancer is dressed in their first costume and have their dance shoes on when they are supposed to go backstage. So our dancers that are not in a combo class or a 30-minute 2 to 3-year-old class do need to be at their recital an hour prior to their scheduled showtime in their first costume, ready to go. When they are lined up to go backstage on the Mission Inn Avenue side, please make sure their dance shoes are already on. It does hold up the line if you're scrambling to put your child's shoes on, or give them, a last minute, like put a last minute piece on, like their jacket or something. So please make sure when you get in that line that they are completely ready to go. There are hundreds of kids that we have to check in, so we want to make sure this process is as seamless as possible. If your child is in a 30-minute or a combo class, they will come backstage 30 minutes prior to their showtime if they're in the first half of the show, and at intermission if they're in the second half of the show. Again, they should be in their costume, ready to go. Where you can find this information as far as what number routine your child is in the lineup is on our website. Under the Performances tab, there is a Bright Lights Big City tab on there, and you'll just click, we'll scroll down, click on the link that says your studio showtime or lineup, or even the program is at the bottom of the page, whether it's Norco or Riverside or the competition or performing group showcase for Norco. You'll click on that and you'll see which number they are. So you can see which routines go first. If they have 2 routines, you'll want to see which of theirs is first, have them come in that costume, and then they'll change into the next costume. If your child is in a combo class or a 30-minute class like a pre-hip hop or pre-tap, they will actually enter the auditorium with you on the main entrance side, and in the lobby towards the left-hand side there's a black curtain, and that is where we drop off and release all of our combo dancers. Now remember, and the 30-minute class dancers. So our combo and 30-minute dancers do need to be picked up right after they dance. They don't do the finale. We save that for our older dancers, so that's a special treat once they get into their older classes. They are welcome to go back in the auditorium with you and sit and watch the rest of the show. Any dancer that is not sitting on a parent's lap does need a ticket for admission to sit in a seat. The seating is reserved, so if they're sitting in a chair, it does need to be purchased. Okay, so that leads me to our next topic, which is having food backstage. The shows are about 2 hours long, and if your older dancer needs to be there an hour before, that's about 3 hours in between meals, which we understand can be a long time, but as long as they eat a really nutritious, good breakfast filled with carbohydrates and proteins, they will be good to go. They'll have sustained energy for that full show. We do have waters and granola bars backstage for emergencies only, but we limit, feeding the dancers in between for many reasons. And we are very mindful of food allergies, so we don't have anything backstage with peanuts, just so you know. If there's an emergency, we will give your dancer a granola bar, or we'll call you to come backstage. A common question I get is my dancer allowed to be picked up right after they perform? Even if your dancer is older and out of a combo class, you are welcome to pick them up right after they dance. However, they won't be able to come backstage to participate in the finale. So once a dancer is picked up, they are not able to come in and out backstage. And this is kind of for the same reason we don't allow parents that are not volunteers to come backstage. We want to keep our dancers as safe as possible. That is our #1 priority at Recital, is to keep our dancers safe. So we don't allow a lot of in and outs. So yeah, please just help us with that. Again, if there's ever an emergency, say you have a younger dancer and they're kind of just not having it backstage, they're crying and they won't stop with their teacher and familiar faces, we will call you over the microphone to come backstage and kind of calm them down. Usually when we do that, the younger dancers are just fine. They'll perform and then you'll take them with you. Our goal is to make this recital as positive as possible, and we want all of our dancers to feel confident on stage. So that is our goal. So we do everything in our power to make that happen. You'll definitely want to make sure that you tell your family members and friends that there is no personal photography or videography allowed in the auditorium. We do provide professional pictures and videos. They're digital that you will get after this performance, and that is included with your child's recital registration. So you will get the best pictures and videos. Again, these are digital images, and you'll have the option to purchase prints and all of that after recital, but the digital copies are completely yours. We'll send you a link a few weeks after recital once they're up, and they are way better quality than you're gonna get on your cell phone anyways. Another reason is no one likes sitting behind the person that's doing this the whole time at the recital. And live performances are meant to be enjoyed live, so we want you to really get that experience and just watch your dancer on stage and sit back and enjoy the show. So let's just make sure to silence those cell phones, put them away, take a deep breath, and enjoy a few-hour show without your phone. Dancers that have a costume change are welcome to bring their costume in a garment bag or an extra duffel bag with them backstage. Any items they need for that costume as well. It's helpful if you have a card or their sheet that they received with their costume with all the hairstyles and everything on there, so it helps our backstage volunteers and teachers help your dancer get ready for their next routine. If your dancer has one routine only, we will just want them to come in without anything in their hands. So no water bottles, no cell phones, no extra shoes. Unless they're in an acro class that's barefoot, they can wear their shoes backstage. But other than that, no extras. As you can imagine, with hundreds of dancers backstage, we don't want to get any of their items lost, so we just ask that you don't bring anything backstage. There are water fountains backstage. We do have water bottles, snacks for emergencies. We have makeup to touch up. We have hairspray back there, wet wipes. We'll have everything your dancer needs back. And lastly, if you are getting up to go pick your dancer up in between the show, please make sure the lights are dim and you are not interrupting a performance. So you want to wait until those lights are dim before you leave the auditorium or come back in. Now, once the show is started, the Fox Theater staff will not let you come in and out from the main auditorium. So you're welcome to go in the lobby, but you will not be able to leave and then come back during a show. So please just be mindful of that. Again, our dancers and staff have been working so hard, so we're so excited just to perform for you. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to contact us in the studio, or you can email me. The best thing to do though is, I know that we don't always like reading long paragraphs of, FAQs and stuff like that, but on our website there is a whole list of frequently asked questions and information for you. So I would really advise you to just go there, go through everything if you're a newer parent, or ask a current or seasoned parent at the studio if you have any questions. We don't really get to our email or messages the night before recital or the day of. So just make sure that you're prepared and you have everything you need. Recital tickets are still available online at 22tix.com/onpointdanceca. There will not be any tickets for sale at the door. These are all online. So you want to make sure and tell your family members and friends to get those so that they don't miss the fun performance. The Norco show will sell out, so please don't wait till the last minute. We want to make sure that everyone that wants to see our show gets in, so you'll just want to make sure you get those tickets online sooner rather than later. And we're just looking forward to a really great show.